A warm welcome to everyone. I am Snehaaigali from CSC branch. Today I am up with this subject called Data Structures and Applications. In that, let us see about the stacks, its implementations, and the applications. First up, we have stacks. What is stack? A stack is a linear list of elements in which elements may be inserted or deleted at only one end, that is, at the top of the stack. Stack is very similar to arrays, but the only difference is that where in arrays we can insert or delete the element at any specified position, but in case of stacks, the element which is to be inserted or deleted should be at the top of the stack. Now, stack is a data structure that works on the principle of last in, first out. That means the last element inserted will be the first element to be deleted. An ADT stack is one that shows various operations that can be performed on stacks. Now, next up, we have various operations on stacks, which include the push, pop, overflow, and underflow. Push. Push is nothing but inserting an element into the stack. Pop is nothing but removing or deleting an element from the stack. Next up, we have overflow operation, which checks the condition whether the stack is full or not. Next up, the condition is underflow. This is used to check whether the stack is empty or not. Now we have abstract data type stack. That is, an ADT stack is one that shows various operations that can be performed on stack. The various functions are listed in the table. The first function we have is the create function. Create function is used to create an empty stack. It can be used as the keyword create followed by braces in which the user specifies the size of the stack. What it returns is stack. Now the next function is full. It is used to check if the stack is full or not. How we use it is it has is full keyword followed by braces, which has two elements, that is the name of the stack and the size of the stack, which is specified by the users. It returns the Boolean value, that is either true or false. The next function is the push function. The push function is used to insert the element, as I mentioned it previously, but the thing is, before pushing or inserting an element, we must check whether it is full on whether the stack is full or not. It is done using isFull operation or function. How we use push operation is it consists of push keyword followed by braces, which consist of the stack name and the item which is to be inserted. What it returns is the stack with the new element which is inserted. Then the next function is empty function. It is used to check if no element is there in the stack. If no element is there, then it returns true, or else it will return false. It consists of the empty keyword followed by the braces, which consist of the stack name. It returns the Boolean value, that is true or false. The last function is pop function. As I mentioned previously, pop function is used to either remove or delete an element from the stack. It returns an element on the top of the stack element. It consists of pop keyword followed by the braces, which consist of the stack name. It returns an element that has been deleted or removed from the stack. Now next up, we have implementations of stack. How we use the create function in our stack. The create stack function can be implemented as a 1D array. For example, we have an example code here, that is hash define size 5. In the first statement, we are defining the size of the stack, that is 5. Then we declare the stack name, that is int yes of size. In place of size, you can either specify it as size or 5, which is given by the user. Then we next declare int top is equal to -1. That is, the position of top is initially -1, which means an empty stack is created. Here size refers to a symbolic constant which specifies the maximum number of elements that can be inserted in the stack. Now next up, we have the isFull function. It is used to check for overflow, that is, if the stack is completely filled. In order to perform a push operation, we need to check whether the stack is completely filled with elements or not. For this, let us go through a simple code. That is, here we have an if condition. That is, if within the braces we have top condition, that is top is equal to size minus 1. This condition is used to check if this stack is completely filled or not. If the if condition is true, then we have a set of statements, that is printf stack is full. Then we come out of the loop using the return statement. Now next is push function. Once we check for the isFull condition, then we assign the push function. That is, it is used to insert an element into the stack. First, check whether sufficient space is available in the stack, which can be done by using isFull operation or function. If available, then increment the value of top by 1 and then insert the item into the stack. For that, let us go through an example code. Here we have a function called wide push. In that, we declare an item which is of in data type. Then we test for the condition, that is if top is equal to size minus 1. If so, then print the statement, that is stack overflow, and return. If not, that means if space is there in the stack to insert an element, then print enter the elements and using scanf function, get the input from the user, that is the item, and keep on incrementing the value of top, that is yes of top plus is equal to item, till the stack gets filled. Now next is the isEmpty function. It is used to check if the stack is empty or not. Before we delete an item from the stack, we must first check whether there are any empty elements in the stack. For that, we have a condition, that is if top is equal to minus 1, then print the stack is empty and then return from the function. Why we have specified the condition that top is equal to minus 1 is because top is equal to minus 1 indicates that the stack is initially empty. Yeah. Now next we have the pop function, which is used to delete or remove an element from the stack. For that, first let us declare this function, that is wide pop. Then we assign an if condition, that is if top is equal to minus 1. That means if the stack is empty, then print stack underflow and return. If not, then print item deleted, that is the item which you want to delete, that is yes of top minus minus, which means you are usually you are usually decrementing the value of top in case of deleting, whereas in case of inserting, you will increment the value of top. Now next up, we have the display operation. After deleting, inserting, the next operation is to display your stack, display the elements of your stack. So display function prints the elements of stack. For that, we have wide display, in which we declare I as int. Then we assign a condition, that is if statement, that is if top is equal to minus 1, then print that your stack is empty and then we return from the function. If not, then print the contents of stack are. Then we assign a for loop, that is initially I is equal to top. The value of I should be less than or equal to 0. And we go on decrementing the value of I, because now the top is at the position of higher, it is at the highest position. So we have to initially decrement the value of top. After that, we print the items, that is %ID, comma name of the stack, within the braces I. So well, this was all about stacks, its implementations and operations. Thank you.